doing another YouTube live. Hey, sorry, it's been a couple days since we've done one of these, and we should give you an update how things are going. Things are going good. Man, it's crazy. We're super busy. By the way, we've looked at some of the, we've realized that some of the video resolution on these live videos is not so great, and we will go back to doing like recorded, edited videos as soon as our study abroad students are done and we have time. Then we'll be able to spend a few hours on it. But for now, we're just trying to keep our focus on getting everything ready. It's exactly 2 weeks till they arrive. Extremely exciting. This has been one of those things we've been working on for a couple of years, and all with, you kind of have your goal in mind. You're waiting to see these guys. You're waiting for them to come, and you're just hoping, and you're praying, and we've watched them enroll, and can't wait to get to know every single one of them. There's going to be a little bit less than 20 of us. Some bad news. A little bit of bad news. Oh, yeah, here's Leslie. Here, she's going to come in. I thought you wanted to come in halfway through. Okay, she's gonna come join.
Whatever.
No, you're welcome. There's a nice chair right there.
Right there.
Right there. I'll take this mic and we'll share it.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, that's good.
That's
You
right.
gotta come over though. There's no.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I guess I gotta turn it down a little bit too.
Our next.
I know. Well, it's close video.
Anyway.
So I had a little bit of bad news. One of our staff members can't come, just the travel regulations. So, and that was unfortunately one of our friends that's going to be cooking with Leslie. So it's just Leslie now. Although our Jason and Danik, our friends, probably will pitch in a little bit and help, and I'll try to help with some cooking too. So we'll survive. But I was thinking about it, like everything, in a chateau like this, everything's like exaggerated. Like you wake up in the morning and you see these huge 12-foot, 13-foot tall windows and the magnificent sun and the trees and the birds are a symphony. Everything's incredible. And then our dog is living his best life. He's running free. He's got these huge areas, all kinds of animals to chase and bark at. Then last night he doesn't come home. And we're like, uh-oh, we got 25 acres. On the
And it was getting close to dusk.
garden. I know.
And we have an owl that I was a little worried about. That he comes out after dusk.
Here he comes. They say owls can pick up small dogs, so we're getting kind of nervous, and I'm running around. I actually grabbed. I grabbed my sword.
Oh brother.
My sword. And I took the sword. I was gonna I'll slay the sanglier in case they come.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a kid at heart, I guess. And so I'm out there trying to find Bingley, and he will not come for the life of me. We're walking around, and finally we find him. He's hiding out behind the restaurant, and he's just sitting there in the long grass looking at me, looking extremely sheepish. His face completely muddy on the bottom. His front paw is muddy. He's been digging in a hole. Hopefully not eating something gross.
So he's called a Cavachon, which is a Cavalier King Charles, and a Bichon Frise. Bichon makes him hypoallergenic, which is great.
Yeah.
However, the Spaniel part is the part that causes us grief with birds, bunnies.
Yeah, he gets excited.
Anything like that. So he apparently just learned how to dig. He has actually never dug in our yard before.
No.
And now
He's developing some bad habits.
Dugging has begun.
But it's, his best life. Everything's amazing. And again, sometimes, like I'm sitting there last night in the breakfast room, which maybe I should go over and show. And I'm watching a Netflix documentary on Napoleon. And the guy who built this house, they tell us that he was a general that served with Napoleon. Not sure about that.
Napoleon the Third, not the
Yeah,
first one.
I've read some of his history, fought in the American Revolutionary Wars, the French Revolution, all this crazy stuff, was thrown into prison in the Castle of Angers for a bit. And anyways, and we think that he had this house built and then he died before he got here. But in any case, his likeness and name is all over the place. And I'm thinking, it's incredible. I'm looking out these massive windows to think that, this guy was, potentially, or his wife and his family, were looking out these same windows.
It's so funny. I just made that post.
What's that?
On Instagram.
Oh, you did,
Did
eh?
you see that?
No.
So I was washing windows today and thought that exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's all the original glass, so it's really fragile. Thinking, how many faces have looked out this exact same glass? Like, oh my goodness, I wish it could talk. I wish it could.
And so on one hand, things are an incredible landfill. I'm driving around, I'm on the GPS, I'm trying to find the garbage, and I just can't find it. And we don't have the language skills, so you ask somebody and you're not sure about the response. And so stuff like that's hard. We said our phone cards didn't work, and so I'm trying to get on with Orange. But of course, with the pandemic, a lot of the shops are closed. So ordering a freezer or getting mattresses.
It's been tricky.
All this stuff is tricky and slow.
Already setting up a house,
Yeah.
again, without having all of our stuff here, is tricky enough.
Mm-hmm.
Finding new stores and all these kinds of things, and then finding a good deal amongst the stores you can find. But then having COVID has been tricky.
Tough. Plus, you're learning new systems. Like Leslie went today, she found a Centricore that was open, and so she went to buy some stuff. What'd you get? Just a bunch of
Some stuff for the kitchen,
little
and for
things.
the breakfast kitchen,
egg timers, whatever.
dog food
Yeah,
container so
just-
the mice don't get the dog food.
Yeah.
You know.
So simple things like that, and she gets there, and all of a sudden, she's got 3 warning lights on the car going off. And I mean, we understand cars. Obviously, we've had cars, but new country, new type of cars, new type of warnings. You don't know how serious it
A bunch
is.
of pollution warnings.
You know, again, our cell phones. Leslie has a working phone now. I don't. So how do we even communicate if she gets stuck? So everything's hard. So I spent a lot of the afternoon at the dealership, trying to get the car fixed on warranty, which they did a good job of.
And we didn't really have time for
No,
today.
we did not have time for that.
But anyway.
But I walk into the dealership, really nice guy, really nice gentleman, well dressed. He's running the shop. He's got guys working for him. You know, I'm messing up the joint with my like dirty clothes and my Chateau Grifferaie. And he knew right away that we were from, I don't know how that got around, but
There's probably not a lot of people speaking English
no, I get maybe
that
that's
aren't
it.
even British.
Yeah,
right?
maybe.
So
So,
you can tell.
you know, it was fun. And so he grew up in Eshmere, right next door. And sounds like, if I understood from the language, that potentially he worked in the Grifferaie a while back.
You think so?
I think so. Worked in the kitchen. So all that to say, you know,
You never know who you're gonna meet.
no, and there's so much great, and it was so encouraging. You know, everybody that comes into the shop, he's telling them, "Hey, this is the guy who bought the Grifferaie," and I'm like, "Oh, isn't that nice?" You know,
Well, let's
here I am
hope.
with my disgusting clothes.
Didn't I say
You
something
know,
about
I know, trying to fix the kitchen. Anyways, we've had some good success. We're gonna walk you around a little bit and take some stuff. Our stabilizer just ran out of battery, but I'll try to keep it on the stand so it's kind of balanced. Oh, it's fun. You're so tempting to read these as the comments come
People
up.
have been saying where they're
I know.
from, which
Ooh,
is super
local
cool.
gossip. Ooh.
I don't know
What?
what's
French
that.
paper? Missed it. Darn it.
I don't
Sorry
know
about
what the
that.
last one was.
So anyways, we've been working on projects. I was working on making beds because we have these fancy beds that are weird sizes, 185 by 115 centimeters, and you can't just buy standard mattresses and standard
Yeah.
wood. So I just went to the shop and bought some OSB, some lumber, and American Friends. I got a sheet of OSB for $10. Now it's only 2 feet wide, 2 meters long, so it's maybe half a sheet for American standards, but I think a sheet of OSB in the States is right now 50. So anyways, I've been building those. Leslie will show you some things too. I also did this. Let me flip the camera around and then show you. I started working on this room. Leslie and I started working on this room. This is going to be our classroom, and so we have, very excited. Okay, I don't have the stabilizer, so I got to go slow. We've got the table out. We got 16 chairs for students. This is where we're going to read through the New Testament, Old Testament. And it's a very pleasant room, and it's ready to go. We'll put up a TV on that wall so we can get the words on there.
If we can find a store that sells it.
If we can find a TV that's open, Leslie says. Isn't that great? This is a chandelier that needs to get fixed, but
Let's remember when we go to Death Tea tomorrow.
yeah, we'll see if we can get a TV too. We're going to try to buy a freezer, a mattress, and a television. Okay, let's walk around. Maybe you could tell us what you found out here, Bess.
So in the salon, you saw me painting earlier this week.
Oh, I gotta
there
give you
were-
this.
Great.
Yeah, there we go.
So earlier this week, I was painting out the 2 last little doors in the salon from what the mint green had been, which is great. And I got a coat and a bit on. We'll do second coats later, but at least it's clean, at least it's filled, the holes are filled, all those kind of things. So I had seen, you want to come over here?
Sure, yeah. I'll follow you.
I had seen in the cupboard the other day that there were a couple boxes labeled Rideau Vert Salon, and which means drapes. So there was curtains, green curtains. Of course, the living room's green from before. And so I was like, let's see what's in the boxes. And what do we find? We actually found the drapes that used to be hanging probably, sorry, that was probably really loud. Okay. Probably when it was a bed and breakfast in the 80s. Yeah. And you know, so I thought I'd pull them out. There would have been 6 drapes, 3 pairs. It looks like 2 pairs aren't awful. Are they perfect? No, not at all. Are they, I'm going to call them ombre. Because they are a little faded in places and whatnot, but and we'll shake them out and give them a little airing and whatnot. But you know, I'm kind of in the mood for some drapes, and for regardless of what they are, I think they were probably silk, which is probably why they've had some discoloration and whatnot. It's hard to say. I think the two flanking windows will leave the middle empty, which I actually don't mind anyway. The middle would have had another set. But the other last pair that I had pulled out are not looking good at all. There's a lot of stains on it from, I'm not sure if it was from the, maybe the heater that was down there. I'm not exactly sure. However, then I started looking, so the curtain rod, oh, it's in here, actually. Anyway, so we found a couple curtain rods that were upstairs in the landing. And I always assumed they would go somewhere, and I'm pretty sure, these are the ones that go in this room, because there's 3, and they seem to fit perfectly. So I was happy to see that the drapery two pinch pleat at the top of the drapes had rings still, which I was very excited about. But then I also saw a little glimmer. Do you see the little glimmer? I was like, I wonder if I rub it a bit with something. Can you tell? Maybe I should leave it down here. Maybe I could get them clean. So I think probably they were brass or something that at least cleaned up not too bad. I don't have brass cleaner. I just had copper. But you know what? It took a bunch off. So that's not going to happen today.
No.
To get those clean, because I just don't have time to clean all of those rings today, but I still would like to see how they look if we can get them up. So we'll try.
A couple folks are saying on the camera that we should try dyeing them.
Oh, well, maybe. I'm not sure how the condition is of the fabric even quite yet. I haven't completely unfurled them entirely. I just sort of pulled them out for now just to sort of lay out. I can't imagine they're in very good condition in terms of being sturdy. I know there are some drapes still hanging upstairs. Some of the velvet curtains are in really good condition, but the lining is very, very fragile and thin and can tear really easily. I've noticed already when I was cleaning a couple today. So I doubt these are in great condition. However, I did measure just in case for when we want to, and oh my goodness, it's going to be a bit of fabric.
Yeah.
They were what, 420 to the top of the ring centimeters, which is, what is that?
13 feet, 4.2
13,
meters.
yeah. So they're a little long, and so we'll need a lot of fabric at some point.
Yeah, and let me show you one of the beds we're making here. So again, we're working hard, try to keep this stable for you guys. Try to keep it stable, and hopefully we have good internet over here. If we cut out, I'll come back. So here's that cool day bed we found.
Yeah, so Rob made a base out of some 2x4s and some just OSB.
Yeah, I just found some OSB and popped it in. You can cut it to size, and that'll be really nice. We actually have a super exciting week coming. Technically, we have 2 mattresses going to be shipped. We already got a phone working. That came.
Lord willing, these 2 for the day beds will be coming. So let's hope so.
And then we found out our electrician, Jeremy, is coming tomorrow.
Oh my goodness, thanks heavens.
So exciting to get the fridges and the stoves working.
Yeah.
That's super great. And then Fabrice, our plumber, is coming on Friday for the dishwasher.
Yay.
And then what else? There's more good stuff. Oh, then IKEA.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
my
so
goodness.
this is
So,
exciting.
you guys, we thought we were going to come back here March 1st.
Yeah.
And thought, oh, well, we'll set the countertop deadline delivery for March 10th because that'll be fine. Which, of course, we didn't make because there was another shutdown. However, this time they didn't actually allow us to alter the date. So for this whole month, we have been going back and forth between the delivery people and IKEA, desperately trying to get them to give us a date. And finally, today they did. And even better, it's coming this week.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
Can't
we
wait.
have so super exciting.
Can't wait.
So yeah, by the way, people asking, will we take them on along with our students? I think so. We'll do some live videos with the students.
Oh, yeah, sure.
If you know, and by the way, if you go look, I think episode 3 of season 1 is a really good capture of last year.
That's true.
We'll go to a bunch of different countries, and also the mower's supposed to arrive this week. So I mean, potentially we have the mower, we have the electrical in the kitchen, we have the plumbing, The hot water's working with the boiler. We have the huge quartz cabinet or what countertops coming. For my IKEA, we have an appointment with Orange tomorrow to get a phone.
Oh boy, I hope so.
We got our car
I
working.
hope we don't have to wait for that.
And there's something else too, mattresses.
Well, hopefully tomorrow we can go to a store that will then get our mattress and our freezer and our phone card.
Yeah.
And that will help the rest of the deliveries coming. Oh, I also bought a couple chairs for the, oh, that's the other thing. Right, so up there you're looking at our little baby chandelier that's been up there. And do you remember back a while ago we had looked at with the chandelier in the salon, I had looked at a lantern that was kind of in pieces. Talked to Monsieur Bretonier, hopefully that's how you say his name, in Dertel, and he says it's going to be ready to go by Wednesday.
Very excited.
So we get to come by the shop and take a peek, and then it will hopefully grace the foyer over the stairs and give us a lot of wonderful light. So let's hope so. Now, if only we could get the rest of the foyer painted. But anyways,
So really
it's
exciting,
coming.
Really exciting time
coming.
for us. We're hoping very badly that the students will make it, that they will get into the country. They should technically, because students are allowed in right now, even with the exceptions. A lot of them are vaccinated, by the way. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Boy, I want to show the thing on the roof, the LA. You think I can show that?
Oh boy.
I'll try that. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, let's see if we can get over here.
You mean in the dining room?
Yeah. I was looking at this. Usually you can't see it because, the lights are so bright. If you back up a little bit, I just noticed this today, so that you can't see if the light, no, shut it. Okay. Actually, yeah, if that shuts, and then, there we go. Now if you zoom in, let's see if you can see it.
So the man,
Oh man, I don't know if you can see it.
the family who built the house was the family of Andigné, and his name was Louis Andigné, L.A. And so everything's reversed in France. So it's A.L.
Yeah.
And you should be able to see the monogram.
I don't know if you can.
Oh, really?
It's pretty tough, but let's try it one more time. I was noticing you can see it, because the windows are always so bright so you can't see past them. But then I was looking, I'm like, oh dang, I see it.
It's not in the
No,
middle.
you can't see it. It's right
on
there.
the left and the right.
Well, there's one there too, but it is also here. Sorry, this is gonna be
I thought you
bumpy.
were talking about outside of the house in that.
No, I'm talking about the
On that.
insignia. Where is that LA? Oh, I can't even find it now.
Oh no, you got to go to the beams. You're
the
at
beams,
the edge
eh?
right now. There
Okay.
you go. Right there. You just passed.
Oh, there's a good one.
Oh, those ones too.
Okay, I'll put this down so it's a little more stable.
So there's the AL.
Where? Oh, okay.
So there's two.
Let's see if I can get my finger in there. There's one there.
Yeah, and then there's one on the left as
Oh
well.
yeah, that's right.
And then if you go up to the main middle beam, you'll see the family coat of arms.
Yeah,
there
the
it is.
coat of arms is super cool too.
Which I love. It seems dirty. That'll be. Oh yeah. Then there's more monograms on the each side of the coat of arms too. See them?
I do not.
See. So let's just go over here.
Yeah.
Right there.
Where? Oh yeah, to the left.
And to the right.
The AL, but I can't see that top one. Oh man, this room is going to be so cool when we eventually get it up.
It will.
But again, you need so much patience for this kind of thing. Can you hold this for a sec?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to zoom out a little bit. You need so much patience. Like even we're amazed that these things are still a thing. Like these guys are still here, and we're like, it's incredible that
Those sconces. Oh my goodness.
But there's just so much work we have to do.
There's a lot of things that shout at you for attention.
Yeah.
And I've never liked those since we've walked through the first time.
Yeah.
It's just
Still
been
there.
one of those things that it's like too many other things have been shouting at us.
Yeah.
And it hasn't helped that the depot vents and the brocons and the secondhand places aren't open.
Gotta get that guy hung too.
Bingy.
So lots of no, not Bingley though.
Oh,
Here.
oh, the mirror. We got to get it up.
Yeah.
And I would love to get my sideboard from the brocon here, but
Yeah.
Rob and I can't lift it up the stairs.
No,
So
that's true. It's too
that's
big.
not going to happen
Yeah.
today.
So that's pretty much it. I'd love to go down to the kitchen, but we'll have to save that for a good video because the internet's not great down there. So the kitchen is coming together. We've got all the IKEA things stabilized and ready to go.
Once Jeremy comes and gets things hooked up, then I can go to town down there and really start unloading all the dishes and pots and pans and all that kind of good stuff and try to feel organized. And maybe, can you imagine? We might actually be able to cook down there tomorrow night.
Oh, I can't. No, I won't be tomorrow night.
Why not?
He's got at least 2 days of work.
Oh, shoot, does he?
But still, even if it's this week.
We need to go get a couple of those bottles for the ovens.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to cook with this.
Yeah.
With the butane. Anyways, all that to say, we're doing well. Lots of good updates. Bubs is living his best life. He's pretty excited. Here, watch if you let him outside.
He always wants to go out.
Yeah, he wants to go out all the time.
You wanna go
And
outside,
he's been
baby?
pretty good about
go
staying
outside,
with us,
baby?
except for yesterday. Okay, Mr. Wait for us. Oh, look at him.
Just a minute.
What a social fellow. Well, we can't go because we don't have the internet. Anyways, thanks for coming along on the ride. We're still surviving here, working hard. Can't wait to have students. It's like we've been working for this thing for 2 years, and finally a chance to recognize some of the, I don't know, get the results of the. If they get in, it's going to be an emotional moment.
It will.
You know, and bringing them back here, and honestly, just sharing this beautiful thing. Yeah, I guess I should show. Yeah, this is a nice view too, right? Even like just having someone to be able to share this beautiful place. You know, lots of. I should probably mention. Ask your electrician to boost the internet. Our internet, unfortunately, we're in rural France, so we have 20 megs down, 1 meg up. So our Wi-Fi is amazing. Like we got the whole chateau, we have coverage, but it's just really bad internet. No fiber yet.
So fiber optics is what we call it at home. They call it fiber.
Yeah.
And they just don't have it here yet.
Nope.
So we have to be patient. It's close. It's finally close by.
Yeah, a couple more years.
To our town, but it is not exactly where our house is yet. So.
Which honestly is another reason why we don't edit the videos, because when we try to edit a video, it literally takes.
Well, then we have to drive into the city to.
Yeah, it takes
download.
8 or 9 hours to upload, and you're kind of like.
But we'll be back doing that after we get through this push, getting ready for the students. Then we will get back to doing some more of that
We'll do some
after
better
they're
videos.
gone.
And some of our students